The streaming journey is essentially over. Okay, I want to welcome everybody back. Welcome back to Hyphen Universe. Welcome back, in case you're catching this, to the whole streaming story. And in the last part, I just pretty much said that I stopped streaming because I had gotten kind of disenchanted with it. So after spending all that money on streaming stuff when the pandemic first hit and they gave me my stimmy, now I had all this streaming stuff and I wasn't using it anymore. So somehow from there, I had gotten really invested into YouTube. YouTube. Watching YouTube on my phone, on lunch, before work, after work, on TV at home. And I guess I ran across something that said, you should put your podcast on YouTube. And I have a podcast. It's called Hyphen Nation. You can find it wherever podcasts are podcasted. Go check it out. Barack Obama approved, world's greatest podcast. All those things. Check that out. Approaching episode 200, slowly but surely. And I was like, all right, I've had a YouTube for years, and it was just under my maiden name, my main name, Kellen Conley. And I've posted stuff, deleted stuff, and the channel still existed. So I'm like, I'm actually going to launch a brand new channel. But I'm not just going to make it Hyphen Nation exclusive. I'm going to call it Hyphen Universe, which is the name of my website, hyphenuniverse.com. And on Hyphen Universe, I'm going to put all 100 plus episodes of Hyphen Nation. And then, in addition, when I record a podcast, I will attempt to do it live. If I don't do it live, I'll still record a video. Then I will put that video on the YouTube channel for content. That was the main plan. So ideally, I can't remember when I wanted to launch. I want to say it was actually going back. I had the YouTube idea in 2020, and I had wanted to launch the YouTube channel essentially in November when I did Extra Life, and that failed badly. I just didn't get around to it, and then I just kind of went on hiatus for a while. In January and February of 2021, I started putting audio to the thumbnails and uploading videos. And YouTube lets you upload 4 videos at a time, so I was just constantly uploading videos. And eventually, I had all the podcasts on the channel. So I was like, cool, all right. So I guess I'm kind of ready to launch. So I started recording the podcast episodes like on OBS. And so I'm using my webcam, the same one that's up there, recording the podcast. And then I would post the audio. And normally the podcast used to come out on Thursdays. Right now, it still comes out on Thursdays. It's just not weekly. It drops when it drops, because that's just how life works. I'm trying to keep a YouTube channel going. And speaking of YouTube channel, this would be a good time for you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to leave a comment on the video about what you think of the content, that'd be cool. If you want to like the video, that would be cool. And if you want to hit that bell, you know what happens when you hit the bell. So I digress. So I started recording the videos of the podcast and started posting those. And I didn't like how it looked. Some of the quality wasn't the best. The background was messy. You can see it in some of the videos that's still on the channel. Plus, the video wasn't cooperating. I was trying to use, my OBS settings were all jacked up. I was trying to do too much on a laptop that isn't as capable for video as you would think it would be, even though it's a few years old. So I kind of started that, and then I was like, man, these videos aren't turning out that good. I'm just going to kind of sit on the videos I have, and then kind of recalibrate and kind of plan out what I want to do for the channel next. Plus, the video editor I use, which is Sony Vegas, it decided that it was fine doing like videos that was less than 10 minutes, but anything past that, it wasn't going to finish. It kept giving me an error, and I couldn't figure that out for the longest time. So I'm literally using FFMPEG to put videos together, and I did that for a long time because of how bad these videos were going. So I told y'all my basement was messy. I used to watch this YouTube channel, this one guy. I'm not a fan, and it's nothing he did. His content just feels very clickbaity to me. And he baited me in, but eventually I watched him for like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and I was like, I don't really like this guy. It might have been longer than that. I'm going to stop following him, and I'm not going to watch his content anymore. But in one of his videos, he mentioned that a guy named Neistat had a messy studio. And I was like, I have a messy studio. I want to check out what this Casey guy's studio looks like. So I did a little search, and I discovered Casey Neistat and all of his live vlogs, all his vlogs that he did from 2015 until 2017. Mind you, this is 2021. So I discovered he has all these daily vlogs that he put out. And he was a filmmaker. He didn't call them vlog. I mean, he said it was a vlog, but he called his YouTube videos films. And he rode his motorized skateboard. And he had a little daughter, and eventually 2 daughters, and a wife named Candace. And he worked at this awesome studio in New York City. And he had this company named Beam, except he didn't have Beam anymore, which I learned pretty quickly. And then he had this idea called 368. I got hooked. I got hooked hard. I fell so hard for Casey Neistat. And then on one of his videos, because I was watching nothing but Casey videos, he introduced this other guy named Peter McKinnon. And I was like, I'm going to wander over to Peter McKinnon's channel and see what he's about. And then I saw how cool Peter McKinnon's content was. And I was like, I don't want to be a streamer. I want to be a vlogger. That's what I want to do on my YouTube channel. So my watching of Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon became my studying of Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon. So I was literally watching all this content, preparing myself for recording vlog content. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, to quote Dr. Cox. It's really cool watching all this vlog content. And once you complete the vlog content and you put it up, it can be pretty cool too. I learned a ton of things, including from other YouTube channels like Think Media, about editing and putting music under your videos and transitioning and telling stories. And so I had all this knowledge. And then finally I'm like, okay, I'm going to record a vlog. Here's the thing, kids. If you're going to record a vlog, I highly suggest you know what you're doing. Because I would literally turn on the camera, talk to it, stash away. Turn on camera, talk to it, stash it away. Turn on the camera, talk to it, stash it away. But this wasn't happening same day. This is like a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. I was all over the place, okay? Because of that, I had all these different clips, and then I had to somehow put them together to make sense. And I think it was last summer, I finally pulled the trigger on one, and it's on the channel. It's called Holding Back. And that was my first attempt at vlogging. And I thought it was really good. And I thought it came out really good. I said it again. I thought it was really good. But if you're going to do vlogs, you got to have an idea of what you're vlogging about, which I had no idea. I literally, with all that Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon content I watched, I only learned you talk to the camera, you record it, and you try to not look like an idiot, but you try to talk to the lens, and you go from there. That was my whole vlogging experience. Even though Casey constantly said tell a story, and Peter said the same thing, I was worried about getting time-lapse shots of the sky and all this stuff. And so there's other times I'm trying to vlog, and they're on the channel now, where I would shoot stuff, and I'd sit on it because I didn't know what kind of story I was trying to tell. And then, so I had all this vlog content, I wouldn't do anything with it. And then I shot a channel trailer, and it's still on the channel. I'm wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt, I had braids, talking about, I don't know what this channel is. You might get some gaming, you might get some podcasting, you might get some music. That's still what this channel is. But I wasn't doing anything. And then on top of that, I decided I'm going to go start another podcast, another YouTube channel called Wrestlecast Power Hour for my wrestling podcast, Wrestlecast Power Hour, which is also available wherever podcasts are podcasted. Season 2 just wrapped. Just started launching the Dark Matches season, which is kind of like our off season before we come back for Season 3. Go check that out. It's some funny stuff. It's the best wrestling podcast there is. I'm telling you. Enough plugging. But so I'm taking the Wrestlecast podcast and I'm recording the actual Zoom video, posting those, and then on top of that, I'm trying to do audio videos as well. And So again, I have 2 YouTube channels and I have all this content. I don't have a good video editor. I'm editing with FFmpeg and that's difficult. And eventually, you know what happens. You know what happens. After the summer of 2021, when the water hit and everything, and I had to move around the basement. And then with us starting season 2 of Rasslecast Power Hour in like August of 2021, I'm still on this YouTube channel, and I was like, man, I'll edit when I can, but that's about it. And that's what Hyphen Universe became. So by the fall, I was kind of picking and choosing some video content to edit here and there and literally waiting on FFmpeg to render it. So a lot of the Rasslecast videos you see, and then anything that was uploaded prior to January was all FFmpeg. And I think it came out good, but it's not as good as the stuff that I do now that Sony Vegas is working, which we'll talk about next time when you come back for part 4 of what is now formerly known as streaming part 3, and it's now YouTube part 1. But I know you're still here for that 2K content, so I told y'all the wrong game last time. You may have caught the little clip in there. This is the game I played the 76ers. This is the game Ben Simmons kicked my ass the first time, and this is the game that I quit and then replayed M1 on the road to Derrick Rose's last dance, his final ring, which would be his 3rd ring with my Bulls on 2K on MyLeague. So enjoy this footage. I don't think there's any audio, so y'all gonna get some dope music underneath this 2K footage. And next time, I will catch y'all. We'll talk about more about how the YouTube channel came to be, and I think we'll be to the NBA Finals by then. So there's 2 games in the NBA Finals. I played the Memphis Grizzlies, so look forward to that. And I also decided I'm going to drop a supercut of all the 2K games once I finish this series. So I appreciate all y'all's support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out the links in the description. And I got nothing else, guys. So hope you're enjoying the YouTube journey. Hope you enjoyed the streaming journey. It's complicated, as most of this stuff is. But I promise there's a point to all of this. So I appreciate all y'all watching. And until next time, thanks y'all.
kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up. Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.